A very good evening. Welcome to Friday's edition of Prime TV News with me, Iftiar Abdul Qadir. Your headlines first. Voting in Alpitia is peaceful. Counting of votes begin. The election results will be announced before 10 p.m. Sajid Premadasa is to formulate national policies with qualified veterans. And on news overseas, Ethiopia Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed wins the Nobel Peace Prize. In your local news this evening, the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna has said that their presidential candidate will definitely win along with the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. This reference was made at a media conference held at the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Party office. Parliamentarian Lakshman Yapa Abewardena said that they wish to express their special thanks to Chairman of the SLFP, President Maithripala Sirisena, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa and Basil Rajapaksa for taking initiatives to fulfill the aims of the people. There were various views and opinions but were sorted out on one table. Welfare cannot be undertaken without a massive economic development. They have a new vision to be implemented in the future. SLFP did not attempt to take another path. It wanted to join hands with this force and it succeeded. Parliamentarian Dilan Pereira said that the election is being held on November 16th and the following day the results will be released, and on the 18th they would express their joy consuming sweetmeats. They will cut 2 cakes over the victory of Gotabaya Rajapaksa. It will be one for the victory of Gotabaya Rajapaksa and the other for the birthday of Mahinda Rajapaksa. Presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa has said that he will formulate national policies of the country after he becomes the president with qualified veterans. Joining at a get-together with United University lecturers, Sajid Premadasa said that a speedy development of the country would be made formulating an accurate national policy. The event was held at the Sri Lanka Foundation Institute in Colombo this morning. A group including university vice-chancellors, professors and lecturers joined in the occasion. Many political representatives, including ministers Patali Champikaranavaka, Ranjit Madhuma Bandara and Rauf Hakim were present. Voting in the Alpitia Pradesh Sabha polls has successfully ended. The voting percentage is reported to have exceeded 60. Counting of votes is now in progress. Election officials said that they expect to release results before 10 p.m. today. Following an issue concerning the nominations at the last local government polls, it was not possible to hold the polls for the Alpitia Pradesh Sabha on the occasion. The election for the Pradesh Sabha was held following a ruling given by the Supreme Court in the related case. Accordingly, voting for the Alpitia Pradesh Sabha that commenced this morning was held in 47 polling booths. The number of registered voters was 53,384. Maximum security was provided for the conduct of the poll. Counting of votes commenced at the respective polling booths after the polls closed at 4 p.m. Election monitors as well as Election Commission Chairman Mahinda Deshapriya were at the location to monitor the polls. The elections chief said that voting was peaceful. A media conference was held at the end of the polls under the patronage of Chairman of the Election Commission Mahinda Deshapriya. Janatha Vimukti Peramuna Publicity Secretary Parliamentarian Vijitha Herath has said that what had happened following the joining of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party with the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna is the Freedom Party joining hands with the family administration. He made this reference joining in a media conference held at the party head office. Vijitha Herath said that in the past few days, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party waited without taking a decision as to which party they are to support and neither fielding any candidate. Finally, the Sri Lanka Freedom Party joined the Podujana Peramuna. This is nothing new. Actually, what happened was that the SLFP joined hands with the Sri Lanka Family Administration. The Bandaranayake Family Administration joined with the Rajapaksa Family Administration. SLFP members do not now have a party of their identity. It has now diluted within the Rajapaksa Family Administration. The police headquarters reported that it had received 7 reports on the violation of election laws from the day the presidential election was declared up to date. A statement issued by the police headquarters said that the violation of election laws had been reported from the Maharagama, Maradana, Bandaragama, Narahenpita, Valikada and Ududumbara police divisions. The maiden rally of presidential candidate Mahesh Senanayake of the National People's Party was held in the Gampaha town. Addressing the meeting, he said that he had come forward to serve the country again as the service he had discharged on behalf of the motherland, changing the political methodology. He said he has planned his journey following the votes cast on him by the people of this country on the 16th of November. He said he had come forward to develop the country and ensure peace to the nation. He called on the people not to entertain any doubts about this strength. You're watching Prime TV News and the still on local news. The inaugural ceremony of the Techno Sri Lanka 2019 was held under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The Techno Sri Lanka 2019 National Engineering Technology Exhibition commenced at the Sirimavo Bandaranayake Exhibition Hall in Colombo today. The exhibition is being organized annually by the Sri Lanka Engineering Institution and is considered as the largest and only engineering technology exhibition in the country. This year's exhibition, organized under the theme Innovative Engineering Towards Sustainable Sri Lanka, will be held for 3 days. The President, after inaugurating the exhibition, joined in an inspection visit. Cabinet approval was granted to set up a lottery for the welfare and protection of the children. Several other proposals were also approved by the Cabinet. The government's objective is to ensure the welfare and future security of vulnerable and especially abled children. For this purpose, the National Trust Fund was established to protect children. The Cabinet of Ministers decided to start a new lottery titled Daru Sampatha to raise funds for the purpose. It's under the National Lotteries Board. Meanwhile, the government has decided to provide cash instead of a new house awarded as the grand prize. The Cabinet decided to award the prize money to the recipient of their dream home, taking into consideration the practical difficulties of providing a new house. The government has decided to introduce amendments to the Finance Act to make it possible to charge on carbon for fuel consumption. The proposal was approved by the Cabinet. Cabinet approval was given to establish a Maritime Rescue Coordination Centre under the policy of developing Sri Lanka as a maritime hub. It is being planned by the Indian government with a grant of $6 million. The Navy is the main stakeholder. On to other local stories. The Supreme Court today ordered the Special High Court to postpone the examination of witness statements in the case filed against the group, including Gotabaya Rajapaksa, until December 20th. Along with this report, there is more information on court cases taken up for hearing today. The case had been filed against the group, including Gotabaya Rajapaksa, accusing them of misusing a sum of 33.9 million rupees in the construction of the D.A. Rajapaksa Memorial Museum. The examination of witness statements was postponed by the Supreme Court after considering an appeals petition filed by Mr. Rajapaksa in this respect. The examination of witness statements was due to commence on the 15th of this month. The date for the debate for the appeals petition was fixed for the 10th of December. The appeal filed against a court ruling on a misappropriation case worth 600 million rupees during the previous presidential election has been fixed for support on March 13th next year by the appeal court. Former President Secretary Lalit Veeratunga and former Telecommunications Regulatory Commission Director General Anusha Palpita had filed the petition after they were found guilty over the fraud. They appealed against the court ruling. The suspects had been accused of using TRC funds worth 600 million rupees to purchase SIL material during the previous elections. The appeal is being heard before Justices Deepali Vijayasundara and Achala Vengapuli. The Colombo Fort Magistrates Court has ordered the banks concerned to provide details of 6 bank accounts of the Entrust Securities PLC to the Police Financial Crimes Division. It was with respect to the misuse of 4,223 million rupees of government funds. The case has been filed against 4 of its directors, including Chanuka Ratnayaka. Janaka Kanchana Mudanayaka, a winner of the ITN Youth with Talent reality show, has set a new Guinness record. Janaka Kanchana, an employee of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, established the record at the port premises. He set the record by dropping 50 ice cubes, each weighing 50 kilograms, from a height of 20 feet onto a 170 kilogram stone laid on his belly. The earlier record was established by a Japanese national. He established this record by dropping 30 ice cubes, each weighing 50 kilograms, from a height of 15 feet onto a 150 kilogram stone laid on his belly within 1.5 hours. Noteworthy is that Janaka established this record within 37 minutes. Janaka Kanchana, a resident of Pujapitiya in Hanguranketa, had earlier established 6 Guinness records. Known as the world's strongest belly man, he also heaped praise on ITN. Janaka Kanchana, pride of Sri Lanka. Your business news is up next. Sri Lanka's central bank, releasing the monetary policy review, said given the current and expected conditions in the domestic economy and the financial market, the monetary board was of the view that the continuation of the current monetary policy stance is appropriate. Accordingly, the standing deposit facility rate and the standing lending facility rate of the central bank will remain at 7% and 8% respectively. The board said it arrived at this decision following a careful analysis of current and expected developments in the domestic economy, the financial market, as well as the developments in the global economy, with the aim of stabilizing inflation in the desired 4 to 6% range, while supporting economic growth to reach its potential over the medium term. The Sri Lankan economy grew at a slow rate of 1.6% year-on-year during the second quarter of 2019, following the growth of 3.7% recorded in the first quarter of 2019. For more information, visit www.itnews.lk. Many thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.